Hi everybody, I'm Giovanni Laquidara from Google Developer Group Roma, and this is Alessandro Mancini from the same group too. And today we want to talk to you about funny games we developed and we use in many conferences, in many events, because it's so fun and because it favorites the interaction between the people. And this game is a scavenger hunt, and we called it for this occasion Droidcon NFC-QR hunt, but it is called GDG scavenger hunt. We started this game because we read about the Google I/O NFC hunt. This was the same type of app that Google developed for Google I/O 2013. And Google released the open source the code from this app. And this was a game using the NFC tag. It's some sort of scavenger hunt in which the player has to log in with his Google ID, and the app shows a photographic clues. So it's like a place a picture of a place in the location of the game. The user has to look for this place and needs to scan the two tags NFC placed near the place. The user scans these tags and unlock the next clue. We used this open source code and rearrange it for other events like Droidcon UK 2014, like Codemotion in Italy, and other events in Italy and on. And this kind of game makes use of the Play Game services. That is a powerful Google API to easy developing all the services that a developer need to a backend for his game. At the page develops Google.com Games Services, you can find all the documentation for this API. But the main important part is that this API are useful to develop the saving game data into the cloud of Google in a very easy way. Could be using this API, the developer could analyze all the analytics that coming from the players and understand why and during what time is played, and many other things like statistics and analytics about the game. Another another key feature of this API is this allows two kind of dynamics: the real-time dynamics and turn-based dynamics. And the turn-based dynamics is based on a room-like API, in which, for example, a player could create a room and could await for another player to join him in the player. Or real-time gameplay is for real-time handshaking of data between players. A developer using this API could easily develop gaming achievements or leaderboards, so could develop all the gamification points of this game. All the API could be easily accessed by in the Google Play developer console of an Android application, for example. Using the joypad icons, you can create a backend using the services for your application, and you could activate all the functionality needed by it. For example, for our GDG scavenger hunt, we need the achievement feature. So player, for example, using between clues we have some question that that the player should respond incorrectly, and so he can unlock some achievements. So we have in our console the achievement used for these games. It's easy to create this. Just we need the picture, the title, and the condition, and some points of this achievement. And the very powerful data a developer could take from this console, from this administration console, is the analytics, for example, about this achievement. And we need also the leaderboard, that in Italian classifiche, quindi the classification of the user based on the point. The first problem we meet developer the game, enhancing the game by Google, was that this game only supported the NFC tags. But in Italy, at about 2 years ago, not many users has a smartphone supporting NFC-K. So we enhanced the application supporting the QR code. It's using a very simple library. So a user can or scan NFC code, or with his camera scan the QR code. We enhanced all the design using material design, and we just used the last week library from Google, the design library, the design support library. We just had some problem developing the floating action button by Google because there are some margins to the fab elements for the API lower than I think 4.0. And the second problem we faced was that we have to develop an app for an event. So each time we have to develop the NFC app for that event. And we rearrange all the app to support a list of events. So you have to download only one app, and you have to select the event in which where you want to play. For example, you want to play in Droidcon 2015 here in Berlin, you can, because we have developed a backend that is storing all the data from this game. And you need only one app. And if you want to have this application also for your event, you only have to take one app from the store, from the Play Store, and you have to create the hunt. Later see how we could hunt an ant. All the backend was realized in using Golang backend, and he is the developer of this part of application. Do you want to talk about the Golang backend of our app?
Okay. Hello. How many people here know about Golang? Wow, I'm lucky. So, okay. Golang is a programming language developed by Google in 2027. Is a young language. Last version is 1.4 released in February. It is a good language. Its syntax derived by C++. Is static. It's static typed. It has garbage collector, large standard library for many purposes of app, web app, video app, many kind of app. It has good performance because it's a compiled language programming. It's not like Java or Python that need a virtual machine. Why we use Go for our backend? Because it's simple for a non-web developer like me develop a web backend with Golang, because its syntax derived by C or C++, and very easy to develop a REST type that what we need, and it has good scalability. We think that with Go we can improve our app in very simple. There is many web framework for Go: Martini, Gorilla, Negroni, Bigo, Goji, Gores, Gin, and every framework has its feature and is different with other framework. We use Gin. We use Gin because it's more simple, and maybe Martini Gorilla has more feature as is a more full framework. But Gin has what we need. It's simple, and it has a middleware for talk with MongoDB, a middleware for manage JSON request, and a simple HTTP authentication. We need only this feature. So Gin is a good compromise for our app. Our REST app give us REST API for add an ant, add a clue in an existent ant, get a list of all ants, get detail of one ant. So now the backend is very simple. We think about improve this backend in next version of this app.
Yes, because anyone who wants to develop a game like this could use this backend to create an ant for his event and create all the ant clues that he needs. So he can put in our server all the picture that a player has to look for. The administrator could also add the question and the answer that he needs between the clues that the players has to respond, and you can activate or deactivate an ant. All this backend could need a web administration part that we are realizing using Dart, the language by Google. Who knows Dart? Okay.
You are
yeah. It's just like an object-oriented language to create scalable and create, in my opinion, very efficiently web application, not using JavaScript, but compiling to JavaScript. And we are using Polymer to give a bunch of material design also in the web administration app for this game. So anyone could, at this, the code for, we are working to the code, and the code is on GitHub. This is the link to the package to the package of this Dart application, web administration app. So anyone can help us also with the development, knowing Dart and Polymer. And the Dart application is interfacing with his backend developed in Go. So it's a whole Google solution for Google games. And so using this web application, you can create an ant, you can add some clues, and the Android application could automatically download all the information it needs to start the game. We are planning to develop also an iOS version. Now this is a prototype version that we are developing. We are publishing we are gonna publish in about 1 month from here, and so because we had the problem that in many GDG events someone has iPhone and he want to play, and many people want to play with the iPhone too, and like I said just 2 minutes ago that player services are also compatible with iOS, and they are also compatible with C++ application, web application with the REST API. So anyone could develop gaming gaming app with the play game services. We are planning a Dart application. So the application is the Android application is available at this link, the upper link on the Play Store. You can download it now, and you maybe this afternoon we could play we could play with these funny games. The source code of the app for suggestion, for improving, or also to rearrange it for your events if you need some particular feature. We planning to add some cardboard support, for example, to enhance these ants with VR elements. And if you want to play today, this afternoon, you just have to take a picture and tweet the picture with Droidcon DA and Hunt. If you want to play this afternoon, and I think the Droidcon DA organization also has some prizes to give you to the players who complete first the Hunt. Just as to download the app, download all the clues, and look for the photographic clues in this place. And you have to scan all the NFC codes or all the NFC tags or QR codes near the place, and you have to respond to answer all the question between the clues to earn some points. And that's all. And if you have any question about the development of the game, okay. Someone want to play this afternoon?
Just tweet.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.